if you want to learn spoken French, but you're struggling to make sentences in French on the moment, whereas you already have an A1 or A2 level. Or even if you're really a beginner in French and your goal is to speak French. This video is for you because you're going to learn why most people struggle to speak French. What's wrong with their method? And then I tell you what a good program consists in, with examples that you can follow to get good at spoken French. So what I mean by being good at spoken French is not just knowing French words. You're able to speak French when, first, you manage to find new words in French, and then you can put French words together in the right order to make real French sentences. And you can do all of that on the moment, in real life, instantly, and even with the stress of conversations. And that's exactly what traditional methods do not prepare you for. I see that all the time. Traditional methods that you see everywhere are based on writing, not speaking. These are the methods where you need to read on paper or on a screen to understand what you're taught, besides the explanations, or where you need to write what you learn, or where you're told to learn lists by heart, and you have to do homework. And the problem is that traditional methods or writing methods assume that you have plenty of time to think. They assume that you have plenty of time to think of what you want to write. But you don't want to write, you want to speak. So you don't have plenty of time to think of what you want to say in French or how you want to say it, because you're in the conversation. So you need reflexes and habits in spoken French. But writing methods don't aim to give you the reflexes and the habits that you need to make French sentences and reply instantly. Instead, they make you spend a lot of time writing and learn by heart, which is difficult. It's a struggle and it's useless if you want to speak French, because you don't spend enough time to train, to practice your French speaking. So, what's the solution? If it's not a writing method, it's a speaking method that doesn't reproduce the mistakes of writing methods. So that's simple. With a speaking method, you're always speaking French. You're always making proper sentences with new words and ideas in French, because you are always guided. And that's important. You start where you're at in French, and it can be from zero. You're told a few French words and how to arrange them, and you make your first French sentences by yourself. Then you get the proper sentence in French, and then you elaborate. You add new words, and you make new French sentences, and you do it again. So this way, you're always thinking of what you say in French. You get used to it, and that's how you transform yourself into a French speaker. You can find examples of guided speaking sessions on my YouTube channel and in my free masterclass. You will see that it's really rewarding because you're doing it, so you realize that you can do it and you want to go further. But there's still that problem while you're struggling to find new words on the moment, because you can do very nice French sentences, but if you're 5 minutes late, it's too late. And that's something that you can solve only if you practice finding your words on the moment. And that means that you need to practice with a timer. So no long sentences, but very short and common sentences that you practice in a row. And that's what I call the speed trainings that you do to work on every grammar point. So with speed trainings, you practice to think in French and to reply instantly, because the timer makes you focus on French words, ideas, and sentences. So as you get used to focus on French, you get the French language in your head and you're not wondering or hesitating anymore. so you can express yourself in spoken French. And it's not a matter anymore. You can also find examples of speed training sessions on my YouTube channel or in my free masterclass. So now you know what a speaking method is. And you see that it's really different from writing methods. And now the question is, do you want to learn to speak French? If you're convinced by the principles of speaking methods, you can get my complete course, Spoken French Now, where you'll get that transformation into a French speaker. I believe that it's the responsibility of the teacher and the method to teach you in such a way that you can make French sentences straight away and all along your learning path. So, with Spoken French Now, you'll cover all the grammar points of the A2 level in spoken French, so you can have day-to-day conversations in French in 3 months. It's a big video series of short videos that you can follow when you want, and you have a lifetime access. So it's a whole program where you are completely guided, and that consists in a mix of guided speaking sessions and speed training sessions, arranged in a smart way so you're always improving and expanding your French speaking until you can have day-to-day conversations in French. You can see below to get all the details and click on the link to get it. Also, with that course, you get 2 lessons of 1 hour with me. So you can join Spoken French Now only for 1 week, so I can be dedicated to my students. And for that week, you also get a discount. So if you want to speak French, you can join Spoken French Now with the link below this video, and I see you there.